Never use a literal word.
These guys need to be able to ferret around in there.
I'd say it's
extracted.
Yeah.
Extracted.
Talking about charming atmospheric peasants is sort of the wine writer's stock and trade. You want to go to college, you get it off the table, and you start kicking it.
Lift off. We're thirsty, David.
Sorry,
so
Mike.
proper service.
All right. So again, one of the things in terms of actual professional service is that you want the guest to see the label when you pour the wine for them. I like the sort of hold from the bottom hold. It has a certain sort of savoir-faire to it, whereas some people are like,
sort of in the same vein as this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's at that point.
No,
it's
it's gentler than that. I think that's
gentler than
actually a magnanimous gesture on the Psalms part.
On the Psalms part.
Yes.
So you have another great thing you want to do when you pour is, you have the pour. Given how much I drank last night, my hand is steady, and the twist, that little twist, is a nice flourish. Not everyone does that.
If I had an Olympic card, I would hold it like a 9.8 right now.
It's a sweet pour.
We're
Sweet
there.
pour.
Yeah.
We're there.
Oh, see now
There's
they're
a
shaking.
little trembling.
Little tremble there. I righted
Oh,
it. I righted the
and
ship.
that's going to show the Russian judge is going to penalize him for that.
And I'm at 8-4.
The hardest is champagne, of course, because it foams up. And what you technically, when you're pouring a glass of champagne, technically, if you're a somm of serious import, you never want the stream. You never want to stop. You never want to pick. You never want to pick up. It's like taking the needle off the record.
It's like stepping back after landing off of the horse.
Exactly.
In gymnastics.
Exactly. Great analogy.
That's
Brilliant.
gratefully.
Thank you.
Brilliant. The swirl, the graduation to swirling, is a big step. It's a momentous step in the snob's life, and of course,
And
it's
in
not
fact,
as
they
complicated.
practice with
And they
water
practice.
as
They
well,
practice.
right?
Some
I've
people
seen
practice swirling.
people practicing with water.
All it is drawing a circle with your glass on the table. This is sort of like training wheel
so
swirling.
on the
right?
table is okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
It doesn't have to be in the air.
Well,
Yeah.
again, this is sort of like high school, okay?
But see, David really gets perfect centrifugal force there too, in a way that, like,
And what we're
you know,
doing is
I'm a
Just drawing
civilian,
a
so
circle. All
he's-
you're doing is what you might do is draw a larger circle with the glass, but then kind of
Would
tighten
that
it.
not be with a bigger
And
glass?
tighten it up. Okay. Now that's like I said. That's like high school. Okay. That's you sort of graduated high school at that point. You want to go to college, you get it off the table, and you start kicking it like that.
Lift off.
Yeah, that
This
takes
is
years of
advanced.
practice.
This is
'Cause
advanced.
if I did, I'd get it all over myself.
If
Yeah.
you see a guy swirling like this, see?
Yeah,
See
see
this?
him.
I mean, we really need to work on
Yeah,
that. Actually.
Do you want to keep the glass vertical, or I've seen people really trying to impress with these sort of
Well, there's a lot of people who will when they
Angular
assess. Well,
swirl.
that's part of the assessment of color. Is they'll look because they want to see the wine kind of going out like this, and this arcing sort of, so that they can look at the sort of color saturation of the wine. So the angling of glasses is glinting and angling is a big part of the sort of wine holding and smelling process. And there's some people that kind of approach the smell, they kind of come in all side, give it that sort of the set. That's mostly a matter of stylistic choice.
Why would you come in sideways?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I've
Mostly
seen
because you're an idiot. I mean, I couldn't really give you a technical reason why.
descriptors, please. We need a little lexicon, just some
Well,
basic
you
descriptors.
then it's a matter of what are the most obscure fruit sensations that we can muster here. It's not just it's not enough to say, oh, it's appley. It should be a type of apple. I'm getting cider apples. I'm getting
Seckle pears.
Seckle pears. It shouldn't just be pears.
Asian
Seckle pear,
pears.
Asian pear, because seckle pears and Asian pears. I mean, come on. There's no comparison.
Clearly. I mean, clearly you've been beyond the
Mace,
green
bilberry. Well, bilberry wouldn't apply here, of course, but you
Being
want
a
to
white
get
wine.
being a white wine, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But being,
But we offer up some options for red and white too, so you can.
is there not?
Well, you can
a
talk
grid?
we can talk about pie spices for both red and white,
pie
and
spices.
Pie spices
we
are
can
also
talk
great.
about
Getting some nice pear on this.
gunflint for white wines.
Gunflint.